The Premier Soccer League transfer window has officially opened and there's been a hive of activity at Soweto Giants, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Now after several high-profile signings were confirmed to be heading to Mayfair, Orlando Pirates have gone and done it again, confirming Bafana international Oswin Apollos will be heading to the mighty Buccaneers. Now Natarina has hit back with a triple threat of their own, so stay tuned because we're going to unpack Kaizer Chiefs' latest signings. Hello and welcome to Soccer Betting News. I'm your host Desh, and joining me in studio today is African football expert Mogale Sathekge.
Thank you so much, Deshi, for welcoming me. It's a great Sunday. It's a sunny Sunday. And good day to our listeners. And we are here to unpack everything PSL, from what Pirates signed, what rumors of certain players heading to Sundowns, and also Chiefs acquisitions this far.
Mo, let's actually start there with Kaizer Chiefs. Before the ball is even kicked, have they lost the Betway Premiership title?
Well, we cannot say that. We cannot say that. I'm just hoping that that is not going to be the scenario or the situation, because they've tried to beef up their squad with 3 new signings. So I think let's just look at the first 3 games of the league. What will be the combinations? My problem is that the whole of last season when Nabi came, he tried different combinations.
All right,
I'm just hoping that this year already, he would have his best first 14 men that he can really and truly rely on to represent the mighty Kaizer Chiefs.
By that you're talking about his immediate core of players.
Yes. So, I'm talking about those type of players that they are going to always be on the starting lineup. He really needs to pick off where he left off last year, and then with the new additionals, then he can try to figure out. But look, man, already there is Munyani, there is Marco, and the other 3 guys, Chislite and also Shinga and
Flavio Silva, the striker from Portugal.
Yes, so let's see how he's going to integrate them into the mix of the current crop of squad that he has.
Yeah. Well, how would you actually rank those signings? Because from my knowledge, as well as some of the reports I've read, they're largely unknown.
Yeah, Savio was playing in the Indonesian league, and then Chislet also, it's not a league that was well recognized. And also for the young Shinga, the 25 years old, he left for greener pastures and he went and played in the second Portugal B division for maybe 2 or 3 seasons. Let's just see how it goes for them. But I believe that international experience is a blessing in disguise, because the players comes with a different mentality, professionalism, and so forth. Let's just hope the additional of those players with others who are already there in the name of Tabukele, Abu Duba, they will pull something interesting and be able to give something wonderful for the Chiefs fans.
Yeah. Well, we are aware that at the start of last season, one of Nazruddin Nabi's targets was to guide Kaizer Chiefs back into Africa. Mo, he's done just that. After lifting the Nedbank Cup trophy, Chiefs will compete in the CAF Confederations Cup. Do you think they are ready for that challenge?
This is where you separate men from boys. Chiefs players need to start thinking in a different manner and, handling themselves in a different way, professionally. On and off the field, because representing your team in the continental cups or trophies, it's very much demanding, and it can be very much training, because you have to do domestic tournaments, you have to do league games, and also there is CAF Confederations and CAF on the side for the big 3 teams in South Africa this season. So Chiefs being one of them, they have to be mentally and emotionally and physically ready for their opponents, because those groups in the CAF Confederations, they don't look like, those are like really, really hard groups. So they need to really get there and show up and make sure that they get over and done and dusted with the business.
Yeah. Well, as discussed, the transfer window has just opened, and of course, Chiefs have added 3 new players to the team, but there's still a host of free agents available on the market. I mean, there's a Masandawana duo of Peter Shalulile and Rivaldo Kutsia. I mean, we know Sipho Mbule was also an option, but he's now signed for the likes of Orlando Pirates. What about Rowan Human at formerly of Amazulu?
Yeah, I mean, they do have options, but that's my problem. Are you building a retirement home, or you're building a team? Yeah, Shalulile has done his fair share at Sundowns and TS Galaxy, and not TS Galaxy, where he started. Highlands Park, you know. He has done his fair share of giving a lot to the PSL and to those teams. So Chiefs needs to start afresh, man. Fresh blood, fresh combinations, and Rivaldo Kutsia, injury prone. Shalulile, we are not sure he's going to be lethal as he was at Sundowns at the present moment. Human was at Amazulu. I didn't enjoy his stint at Amazulu because he was not played a lot at Amazulu, to be honest. And then, yeah, man, look, Neo Maema might be another option for them. But let's just see, because...
what about Percy Tau? I mean, it was weeks ago that he was on Robert Marawa's show, Marawa Sports Worldwide, powered by Hollywood Bets, where he said that he'd be open to Kaizer Chiefs offering him a contract, and he even mentioned the asking price.
Lion of Judah wants money. He was playing in the Qatar League recently. Percy Tau wants money. If he's demanding like $1 million and above per...
It wasn't that. I think it was about 400,000, right?
Yeah, he wants money. And in this present moment, I think where Chiefs has been, I don't think it will make a financial sense for him to be spending money on such kind of demands and high salaries and so forth. They must just look at rebuilding this team and the squad with whatever that they have. I mean, if Percy Tau would go anyway... another thing I had, Lodge is going back to Sundowns because the loan spell at the way that has ended. Cassius Mailula went back to his team in the US, and Sundowns are willing to take back Lodge. What if Sundowns are willing to re-sign Percy Tau?
Yeah. I
think that can be another option. As long as Shalulile is leaving also, I think Motsepe is just playing tactic games. I think... Percy Tau might be the person to fill that gap.
Yeah. Do you think Sundowns could enter the race for another Kaizer Chiefs target in Fawaz Basadine? I mean, we are aware that the Stellenbosch man was heavily linked to their move to Naturena.
But Fawaz is going to Sundowns. He's going to Sundowns to make sure that he's going to Sundowns. This is not funny, but it's actually funny. He's going to Sundowns, making sure that he's going to put the nail into the coffin of Aubrey Mudiva's career. Final nail in the coffin. Because, I mean, Fawaz is there. Lunga has done well. And the coach looks like he's preferring Lunga more. And with Fawaz there, I don't see Maposa surviving the competition at Mamelodi Sundowns for the upcoming season. That's where the challenge is.
Yeah. Let's move the conversation over then to Orlando Pirates. Now, if you are the head coach, Abdesalam Ordu, you must be scratching it already, trying to figure out your best starting 11. Do you think Sipho Master Chef Mbule is a guaranteed name on that starting lineup? Because we know he did publicly compliment the player, saying that he would love to work with him.
Yes, the guy signs the players that he likes, you know. So besides Sipho Mbule, man, we signed Nduli, there is Mbutuma, there is Kwaiba, there is... come on, man, there is Namtanjela, there is Abdullah Mareko, who secretly signed for Pirates on a 2-year contract deal. And then he was, Mareko obviously coming from Mali, came in as a trialist, and I think the Pirates scouts were impressed. So count Abdullah Mareko also in there. They just added Aswan Apolis. I mean, it's the competition is crazy. There are nice things happening at Pirates. Olisanda coming back fully fit, appointed as the team's captain for the 2025-2026 season. There's a lot and lots of competition at Pirates, but I like it.
What does that mean for players like Mahao Nkota, Mabasa, Evidence Makopa, even Relebohile Mofokeng?
It has a simple meaning. Pull your socks, do more, give us more than what you did last season, or else you'll find yourself on the sidelines. It's easy. It doesn't have to be communicated out loud. Players need to know that everyone out there now is there to compete. So it's up to them. To what an extent are they willing to be kept in the first 11 each and every game? And also about Tito Masangani, there is no time for being redundant and being cheesy, whatever. And Saleng is also coming back. The competition is too stiff and too tight at Pirates. And we are not sure whether that Pirates is still going to announce Titus. We are not sure if Mayema is going to be in the mix. I mean, if this two comes, it's a disaster waiting to happen for the men when it comes to the selection of the team each and every game.
Orlando Pirates going to be the 2025-26 Betway Premiership champions?
At this point, 45%, it favors them. They can pull it. They can surprise Mamelodi Sundowns. I think they've got the tools and the players enough for this upcoming season to compete for the league, to compete for CAF, to see themselves in the next Club World Cup and whatever, keep the consistency when it comes to intercontinental football, which is CAF, make a statement. It's a chance to revive the ever-aggressive and fearful Orlando Pirates team. They have a chance. They have a chance to emulate Ruud Krol's team. They have a chance to win a double, triple, a four-pull, whatever you can call it. I mean, they have a chance to do that. I think there is no excuse. I mean, any game that they're going to lose this time around, they're going to feel the wrath. Fans on social media, they don't play. There are going to be players who are going to be pinpointed and blamed each and every game that Orlando Pirates is going to play. Is the truth. Same way as Sundowns, they have a lot of players. When Mvala plays and makes a mistake on Monday, Sundowns fans, they will point it straight at Mvala. Mvala cost us a game and whoever. Pirates players must know that from next season, that is going to be their life.
Yeah. Mo, I think that's a great place to leave it here for this week. Football fans, you've heard it right here from African football expert Mogale Sathekge and myself, Desh Parthab. Kaizer Chiefs fans, we are with you. I believe the Kaizer Chiefs head of marketing, Jessica Mochung, said be patient. Signings are on their way. And we're going to be on that Kaizer Chiefs social media pages and covering all things Chiefs related. From all of us in studio, thanks and goodbye.
It's a show. It's a show, brababa.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest edition of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or newsagent.